Without sandwiches in your diet, you'll start to wonder what you can eat on the road or for lunch or snacks or even at picnics. So I'm going to show you how to make Scotch eggs. Scotch eggs are the ultimate picnic snack, and it's basically a boiled egg wrapped in pork mince. First things first, we're going to put our eggs in for a 7-minute boil. We want them to be medium well. And once your eggs are in, just gently stir them for about a minute, and it'll help keep the yolk in the center of the egg. Before we start, we're going to preheat our oven to 180 degrees. Make sure you've got grain-free, natural pork bangers made with real good quality mince and no grains, no cereal, and you just squeeze the skin, get all the meat out into a bowl. So I'm going on the ratio of about 1.5 bangers for every egg. You need enough to wrap around each egg. So you pull it out like that. So we've got all our sausage meat out. I'm going to add in the herbs. Great herbs with pork mince, obviously going to be sage and parsley. So sometimes it's nice to have big chunks of herb floating around for freshness, but here I want it really fine because sage is quite a strong herb and you don't want like big pieces of it that you bite into. So we're going to get it as fine as possible. Pop our sage in there. Okay, and we're going to put in about double the amount of parsley. We're not going to chop this as finely as we chop the sage because little pieces of parsley are actually quite nice. My eggs have been in for about 7 minutes, so I'm just going to take them out quickly. I'm popping them into ice water so they stop cooking instantly. We don't want the eggs to overcook because you get that like black line between the yellow and the white. And that's just a chemical reaction with the sulfur. But to avoid that, you've got to stop them cooking instantly the moment you take them out of the water. And now the onions. Make sure your knife is nice and sharp because we want to get these as fine as possible. We're just going to run the knife through it one more time, make sure it gets extra fine. Now, I'm following tradition here against my better judgment, and I'm going to put raw onion into the mince mixture. I've been told that this is the only way you can do it. So, in we go with the raw onion. Give this a good crack of salt, some black pepper, and we're going to get our hands dirty. Now we're going to break our mince mixture into 5 balls. So wet your hands nicely, grab the mix, break off chunks, and lay them out. So you know you're going to get even-sized Scotch eggs at the end. Add a little bit more to that one. So to assemble them, we've got to spread out some tin foil. Grab some butter, spread it out. Wet your hand again, grab one of your balls of mince, and press your mince down. You get it nice and thin, and you grab your egg and you roll it up kind of gently like that, and then you keep your hands wet and keep adding mince to the situation. There we go. Okay, and once your ball's in the sheet, pull it over and tuck it in nicely, and then roll it up. Make our little Christmas cracker again. So we've got our 5 Christmas crackers ready. I'm going to pop them in the oven for about 12 minutes just to cook the pork on the outside. So they've been in the oven for about 15 minutes, so I'm going to take them out. You can hear them crackling away. That's the pork frying in the butter that we put out there. So before you unwrap them, you want to just pinch them to see if it's firm. And it should feel kind of like a medium steak on the outside. And that's when you know it's cooked. So there's only one last step, and that is to give these guys a little bit of color. So you see from the oven, they've got a little bit of color on the one side, but we want to get them nice and golden brown all over. So you're just going to fire up the pan onto medium heat, chuck in some butter, as always. You can see now the pork mince has gotten a really nice dark brown color. So we're going to take them out and just leave them to cool before we serve them. And there we have it, a perfect Scotch egg.